Okay, so welcome everybody to yet another daily dose of swipe. If you're new to this channel, what we do here is break down long form, short form, all sorts of copy, and to break down because we have to study the marketing tactics that other use and implement that into our own businesses so that we can make hell of a lot more money. That's what we're all here for at the end of the day, aren't we? And yeah, so I've been like inconsistent for the last few days, but it's just what it is. I never, pledged myself that I'm gonna keep doing this every day. Of course, I cannot. I don't have the time to make a 2 hour long YouTube video every day, right? So I'm back again, and I'm today we're breaking down an SLO, a self-liquidating offer, uh, again from Facebook ads. And if you're watching this and you're probably a copywriter or a marketer because it wouldn't make any sense for you to watch this if you were somebody else uh, or a business owner as well, and you probably want to see what's working and see what other people are doing, right? And you probably want to emulate that into your business, and this is what you gotta do in as a copywriter, right? You have to be on top of your game. You have to see what others are doing, and you have to be aware, right? You need to be aware of the market sophistication, market awareness, and stuff like that. So without any further ado, let's get into the video now. What I've started doing is breaking down the stuff. Wait a sec, this annoying shit. Okay, let's continue the video. There was this annoying ass vehicle. Um, yeah, so where were we? Okay, so this is an SLO funnel. Yeah. So as of recent, I've started, to break down ads from a yes, a marketer's perspective. Of course, that's why we are watching this. But I've also decided to break it down from a customer perspective, as in like what part of funnel I am in. I'm gonna break it down from that angle because I probably don't know like the all the other stuff, right? What their funnel is, what the traffic looks like, uh, or random stuff that I should not have knowledge about, and I'm just making guesswork on. Let me not do that and just break it down from my as a customer perspective and as a marketer's perspective as well. So okay, so this is the actual page, and this is like the printed version. It becomes all distorted and shit, but I thought it would be valuable to actually keep the swipe file. And yeah, this is was the ad. Discover if an open relationship could work for you. Very intriguing, right? It gets you. It grabs your attention by the word itself. You don't even need a fancy image like of a girl in a revealing dress or a girl in a bikini, even though that could have converted better. But this, I don't know why. Right now, you can see the sponsored button on the top right corner on Facebook. This was from Facebook. Of course, I saw that you can still run ads. Of course, why would Facebook do that? It's only gonna ruin itself. But yeah, discover if an open relationship could work for you. The only job of your ad is to get a click, right? Of course, you do not want unqualified people to click, and it's just not you just don't want to boost clicks through randomly, right? You don't want random ass clicks. You want an intentional and intent based clicks. So yeah, I don't know why you can't read this part, but you can read this, right? But and this is enough intriguing enough. Discover if an open relationship could work for you. Such an amazing hook, right? Discover if an open relationship could work for you. Now in this world right now, the dating dating world is kind of as everybody's struggling in the dating scene, and it's just what people think, right? I don't know. I don't have any opinions on that, but I'm just saying what the general population thinks, right? Dating is hard. Dating isn't like it was before. Girls are going out and girls want multiple partners. Men want multiple partners. The whole Andrew Tate push, right? You should have more women around you, or you should have like monogamy isn't respected anymore, or something like that. Which it affects this whole market somehow, right? And like all the stuff, all the things you see on TV, the TV series, the TV shows, the the movies you watch, all impact, all impact your stuff somehow. Wait a sec, wait a sec. Okay, now we don't have any disturbances. Yeah, so I was saying like a lot of shit has happened, and there are your ideal prospects are being targeted by a lot of different stuff, right? The Andrew Tate, this, this drama, this drama, this drama, a lot of stuff, right? And this changes the way the world works. Changes the beliefs, changes the thought patterns, changes the actions and behaviors of people. Okay, so this guy, Andrew Tate is, not monogamous. Okay, so why should I be like you? Women are like not equal, or the whole this gender fight, a gender pay gap and stuff like that. It relate to people having open relationship, or at least, yeah, that is one of the factors, because there are a lot of factors that come into play, and people just naturally respond to have an open relationship. People just don't want to be committed because they've been hurt before, or people, there are a lot of things that could come into play here, and that emotion, it's being targeted here. Like, discover if an open relationship could work for you. It's not saying it's you should do it or should you do it. No, discover if it works for you, right? It hasn't, it talks to that, speaks to that emotion, but it does not make it obvious. I don't know how else to say this enough, like intriguing. Like, should you do an a relationship, open relationship, right? Hooks people. That's what I'm saying. If you're watching this and you're man or woman who's like open to dating, it hooks you. Does it not? Like, you can lie about this stuff. Now let's get into the actual sales page where we are gonna get directed to, because the job of your ad is to get clicks, right? It's to start the slippery slope so that you can start falling into the trap and um start get into their funnel and start buying their stuff. Now let's get actual into the actual sales page. Now, before we start, as I said, we'll talk about the environment, but we're talking about the environment from my perspective, meaning as a customer, not a marketer. Now look at this. I was just scrolling on Facebook. I'm let's say I watch a lot of TV series or romance dramas, and I watch a lot of controversies on YouTube. Male like men are better, women are better. Blah blah blah. We are entitled to everything, and no, you are not. Like, all this battle, right? And the dating scene itself, attraction, and the whole money looks, money status, black pill, red pill. Like, these are just like one of many factors, a few of many factors that's affecting the whole thing. And right now, but like these are the main, right? The red pill, black pill, the drama, the reels that you watch, all are tailored to somehow that some all like somehow talk about the relationships and affect your point of view on relationships, don't they? And this is where the market is at. You have with this copy, or let's say this hook, has finally, like, made them where they're at, the people, the traffic, the audience right now. And I believe that it is fucking great. Good hook. Right now, and let's say I was scrolling on Facebook and I, oh gosh, stumbled upon this. Now I click on this. I do not know about their funnel yet. I don't know if they're doing partnership deals with some other brand. I don't know where they got their, whether they're, this is like they ran ads based on broad targeting, or is it, they have a lookalike audience, they post content. I know nothing about them. It's cold, direct fucking response, right? Let's break it down from that perspective, not the other stuff, like the whole business as a whole. It's hard to reverse engineer that, based on a single landing page. Attention singles and couples, immediately calling out the prospect. It's a good old classic What the fuck? Immediately calling out the prospects. Now you're immediately calling them out. You're, hey, like, no beating around the bush. If you're single or if you're couples, which is everybody, if they were like more niche down or something like that, or maybe like they could try something else. Attention, you know, lust driven bloodhounds or something like that. No, no. But something, I feel like something else, something that more niche down and something that's gonna appeal to these guys. Now, attention freedom seekers or something like that, because they, people who want an open relationship generally tend to want more freedom and more, less boundaries. And maybe something, if you mention like, compress that into one term, like if you mention a word that portrays that emotion, I believe that it could have impacted, had a much better impact. But that's not the main part. Is the headline, right? Is an open relationship right for you? Now, is it not? Philosophical question, right? I kind of want to date everybody. I kind of want to date that guy, that girl, but I also want to date that kind of guy, which is kind of impossible because this world promotes monogamy, and all the religions promote monogamy except for a few. And it's kind of bad. It's kind of degenerate, but it's also something I want. It's a deep need. I don't know. It's a risque question. It's fun to think about this stuff and talk about this stuff. It's a natural natural curiosity subject, which generally tends to get you to open. And this is one of the best direct response principles. You need to meet them where they're at. The market, you understand the market, right? And I probably believe the guy or gal who wrote this didn't think about it this way, but this is the what's underlying emotion. This is why it's working. Find out in 60 minutes, no guesswork, no regrets. Okay. Not a long time. Okay. So fast, right? And easy. Now, it generally tend to, our copy is generally, every copy generally just tries to talk about eight emotions, eight core emotions: new, easy, safe, and big, only, anybody, predictable, fast. This is a new topic, right? It's an open relationship, right? For you, it's a new topic, and feel like now only there's like an only emotion associated with it, meaning like, I don't, if I like click off this page, I might not see it and it might not work. I don't know, right? Easy, right? Now it's no guesswork, no regrets, right? Find out in 60 minutes. Now 60 minutes, fine. If you're gonna find out in 60 minutes, it's probably gonna be easy, right? And no guesswork, meanings there's predictability, right? No regrets. I don't know what that means. No regrets. Maybe they're talking about the regret they're gonna have if they commit to another relationship. I don't know. New, easy, safe, and big. Is it big? It's, of course it's big, but it's big in a sense that it's like a big core benefit for them. Open relationship, dating multiple different partners. Core benefit or core desire, which is the big part here. Is it fast? Of course it's fast, right? We already talked about that stuff. There's a predictability. Okay. New, easy, safe, and big. Only, anybody, predictable. Is this for anybody? Now, yeah, of course it could be for anybody because singles and couples, like, who does not fall into that category? Like, come on. You're curious about non-monogamy. Okay, you curious. Okay, now why you're gonna like these? You're this. You're validating the ICPs, meaning like this is like a yes no question as well, meaning you're curious about non-monogamy. Yes. You've been wondering if an open relationship could work for you. Yes. Right. So you put them in a positive frame, at least in an agreeable frame. For example, so when you mention about anything beyond this section, people are naturally going to be more inclined to saying yes, or and that includes your sales page as well. But how do you know if it's truly the right choice? The big question. It's easy to get stuck in your head, wrestling with what ifs, doubts, and worries. You're just highlighting the pain points. You probably found yourself spinning in circles, overthinking, ignoring your doubts, hoping they go away, jumping in blindly, only regretting later. Jumping in blindly, only to regret it later. Now, I would change the copy in this section. I would, because look at this. Like, you can use this like literally anywhere. It's so generalized, in my opinion. Spinning in circles, overthinking, like that could work for fitness, that could work for finances, right? Ignoring your doubts, hoping they go away, same thing, right? It's generalized, you can use that in anything. Jumping in blindly, only to regret it later. Yeah, it's good, but it could be more descriptive, meaning jumping in blindly into a relationship. You need to be more specific. You cannot just expect them to connect the dots. You should not do that. Jumping in blindly, people can, yeah, some, it's kind of like a concluding copy, but concluding copy does not, it's not like this. It's different one. It's trying to say one thing, but it's also like has some depth to it. I don't know how else to explain that, if that makes any sense. But jumping in blindly, only to regret it later. But you should, like, jumping in blindly, committing blindly to an unqualified person or something along the lines, right? Only to regret it later because he or she is not compatible for you. Um, and I don't like the structure as well. She could have used a VSL, but I don't think, like, I don't feel like this is the actual person who's, like, I don't feel like she's like an actual person because I just don't. Dr. Weeb Anton, is he a real person? Okay, so yes, he is, because you see some info offers without any, like, there are fake instructors or fake personas, and somebody else handles this coaching. um, or just, I'm not saying that fake, it's a fake, but you're not going to be actually having any access to it directly to her or something like that. So yeah, could work. By the way, I forgot to mention that in the environment section. And yes, we did not even talk about the market sophistication and market awareness. Now, yeah, the market is sophisticated. You cannot just say, how to find a best dating partner. It's hard. I don't think the relationship space has matured that well, like, other health and wealth spaces. But I still feel like you cannot just get away with, how to talk to girls or stuff like that. But I still feel like that is still relevant, but you can always give a unique turn and unique twist to it. And as for market awareness, um, the people who are reading this or watching this, or at least, like, who land onto this page, are probably cold, unaware. However, they do have a problem. They're problem aware, right? You cannot, as I always say, that the unaware stays does not exist for hardly exist for the relationship space. But because who does not have a problem with the relationship? Like, come on, like, I mean, like, who, I'm sorry, like, who isn't aware about the relationship, right? Come on, like, that sh- that shit does not make sense. But they could be, like, unaware about, or not sure about going this route or trying this out, or maybe, exploring their identity or something like that. They could be unaware about that, but that's still, like, problem aware to a certain extent, right? They feel like, they have this confusion. The confusion is the problem, so they are problem aware, I'd say. So I feel like the unaware stage kind of does not exist for the relationship space. Yeah, for other states as well, but the unaware stage exists in a sense that, the person is unaware of you, does not know about you, right? Okay. Cold. in other terms, right? In common terms. Now I'd probably change this part, as I just said, introducing. So, yeah, SLO, self-liquidating offer. It's 37 pounds, euros, right? 37 euros probably, and it's pretty cheap. And the objective is not to make profits. They don't make any profits at all. This is only there so that they can break even on the ad spend, and they can sell you something much higher value. This is like the product, or let's say a client acquisition cost or buyer acquisition cost, meaning they're gonna get you into the funnel, but they're not. This is only to like qualify the right audience. They want to qualify the buyers so that they can sell them much higher priced stuff at the back end where majority of the profit is, when probably the majority of the profit is majority of it is margin, like profit. I don't know why it does not have to be in this way. I feel like there could be a better transition. um that's why, like, who was the like Marnie Wingo, like her ads always like tend to perform better because she has this all she has all box like ticked off, right, checked off, and she does not. If this was her sales page, it would have probably been better. Introducing their open relationship clarity course. So product intro. Anyway, sorry. The step by step. Now, step by step. What does it imply? It implies that it's easy, right? What the hell? Figure out if an open relationship is actually right for you. That's the main point, right? And yeah, the subject line, I'm sorry, the headline is also talks about the, you mention something in the ad. Now you keep the same frame, right? It's not that the ad talks about open relationship and all of a sudden the sales page is about how to get girls via this amazing approach or something like that. No, no, right? So you need to maintain the frame throughout the copy, the big idea. Well, what is it, right? Figure out if an open relationship is actually right for you. This is why they're here. Break free from hesitation, self doubt, and guilt. Now, yeah, as I said, this is kind of vague, which could have been kind of more descriptive. Break free from hesitation about what, self doubt regarding what, guilt from what, right? More descriptive. If you could have hidden more of those buttons, right? Make a decision you feel confident about without pressure. Now, as I said, this feels kind of vague. Now, this is kind of contextual, right? You can make sense out of it, but again, like these two, you can do that for anything. Like if it was a fitness offer, you could have done that. Make a decision. It could have been. I could have inserted this in a wealth promo as well, but as I said, like you need to say words that others can. That's how you stand out. Come on. In just 60 minutes, you will have the answer. Okay, but main idea, the big idea, as I said, it's an SLO, so um, it's worth, yeah, you should focus on it, but self-liquidating offers are, generally don't tend to have much copy behind it, and the only leverage self-liquidating offers tend to have is their price, meaning you're getting this value for this, you're just getting them, you know, through the door or something like that. This is attracting the right people who you can sell the right stuff later on the back end. That's the main objective. It's not to make profits, not at all. You do not make profits via self-liquidating offers. You probably make like good loss, right? People may like lose money on this shit. What you'll get inside, okay, now good old what you get, right? A complete blah, 5 revealing questions to uncover your true needs, 25-point clarity checklist. Nine short actionable watch in under an hour. Get clarity today. Go beyond surface level curiosity and identify your real desires and fears regarding, like, it should have more context. 5 revealing questions to uncover your true needs. 25-point clarity checklist, your ultimate checklist to assess if non-monogamy is right for you. Yeah, this has relevance to it. Non-monogamy is right for you. This is the context, right? Non-monogamy. Why is it not, like, throughout the whole copy? But you, by the end, you will know with confidence whether an open relationship could work for you. Get instant access for just £37. You'll know with confidence. Okay. Now you might feel like, oh, just I'm gonna, just to find out if an open relationship is good for me, I'm gonna pay £37. I don't. I'm not gonna do it. Nobody's gonna do that. Hell nah. There's a lot of people who are gonna do that. Trust me. Trust me. Relationship offers always tend to, always, um, more or less, like, it's women who buy these relationship products than no men comparatively. I'm talking about, as a general rule of thumb. Ready to find out if an open relationship is something for you? Okay, main question. Yes. Investment today, £37. Meet your instructor, guru section, doctor, blah blah blah, and helps couples create their unique couple culture, a dynamic that feels more intelligent, blah blah blah, and blah blah blah. Currently version, blah 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 blah. Now your instruction. I'm sorry, your introduction part should somehow tie into your main product, because yeah, she okay, she does all this stuff, but how does she it helps, how does it make sense, or how does it tie into the big idea that is, non-monogamy? And she has, she's gonna help you, blah blah blah. Yeah, the intro is, well, good, but I it's better if you tie it into the big idea, meaning like Dr. Webb Angton is a relationship coach, author, and stuff, but if you like, and she helps with people with, finding the open relationship and something like that, something similar, of course. Like, now I'll have to think about it and write a copy, but you're getting my point, right? You need to build it around, like, every idea, every sub idea should serve the big idea, obviously, but we don't tend to do that. I'm not, of course, I'm guilty of it too. I'm not a perfect copywriter. I'm still learning in the game, but I'm studying what's working and what others are doing. And by the way, I have another, like, a good 4 million and a $10 million VSL that we need to break down. We're gonna do that in the future. But today we just did something bare minimum because I have other stuff to take care of. I need to take rest. I've been working like a dog yesterday and the day before yesterday and this week because we need to win the school games. We're working on to win the school games. I'm gonna give it out all. Of course, wins and losses are just game. It's just how the game it is. But we're gonna give it our all. And by the and next is the Q&A. I'm sorry, the FAQ. How much time will this course take? 60 minutes. What if I don't know what I want yet? Blah blah. It's gonna help you do that. Is this course pro open relationships? This is the course is pro player. It's not about pushing you toward any decision. Okay, this is like, are you trying to force me into doing this, or what if it does not work for me? Peace of mind guarantee. Like, she should have mentioned it probably before. Like, you have a guarantee. Okay, so here it is. My bad. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Oh shit. Did I just click on the download? What you'll get inside? Product features, benefits, and price reveal, which happens pretty early on. Guarantee, or let's call it risk reversal. Guru section, and frequently asked questions. Now, by the way, like, if you did not know, what you do in the FAQ is only like handle the main objections. It's always, yeah, you're gonna handle objection throughout your copy, And the FAQ section is just like a summary of the whole thing. Like whatever objection you handle throughout the copy, main ones. Of course, you cannot handle each and every one of them because the FAQ would get pretty fucking long. And you don't want that to happen, and you don't want to unnecessarily lengthen your sales page because people tend to have less attention span these days. And of course, like, don't take me wrong, your low attention span, you need to know who you're targeting and what you have to talk about for picking out the length of the copy. Should it be long form, short form, stuff like that. So yeah, so let's not come to a final conclusion that short copy beats long copy or something like that. No. How much time will this course take? Yeah, what makes you qualified to teach this course? And blah 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 blah. She should have mentioned this, and as I said in the stuff above. Is this course for only for couples? No, no, no. Everybody, for this is for everybody. This is for everybody. This is new. This is easy. This is big, or at least solves your core problem or fills your core desires. Can we revisit the materials later? Yeah, you're gonna have lifelong access, blah blah blah. Is this a replacement for couples therapy? No, blah blah blah. Okay, handling. What are the technical requirements to take this course? I feel like if they had mentioned these questions, answered like these objections throughout the copy, and made it like had a better structure to this, it's just all kind of feels like it's all over the place. And good graphics helps as well. Um it's not that the design beats copy. That here rarely does that happen, but both, it's not about copy versus design, it's copy and design. So you should work on that as well. As a copywriter, I would say that design is one of the important stuff, because if your sales page like looks like a, a copy from the 2000s, you're probably gonna get you know regarded as a scam, and nobody's going to click on it, and you're going to lose conversions, and you'll feel like the word you're going to be busy changing the words, while it looks like it's that is not even the problem, right? So yeah, that's there's that thing. And why, I don't know why I see people like having center alignments to their copy. Just keep it at left. It's so annoying and hard to read this way, right? And if this copy could have had a better structure, in my opinion. Yeah, there's a lot of stuff I would personally change and add, because, as I said, this is a SLO. This is an SLO offer, and you always want higher conversions, and you always want to break even and profitably. If better, profitably is much more better than just breaking even, right? Yeah, that's about it. That's a copy breakdown for today. There's something I would change, and yeah, you should not like break down stuff that that isn't working. For example, this one, I we do not know. This is an ad that was running. People are spending money on it, and the relevance. I don't know how relevant is this. Is it gonna? I'd have to probably check that on ads library and see, go through, see how long they've been running this ad. If it's like what, 2 or 3, more than 5 days, then they're probably using it because it's working. Or at least, let's say, more than 5 or 7 days, they're using it because it's working, and it's as at least bringing in the customers, or at least it's breaking even, or at least it has it, it's maintaining the break even threshold, or at least has minimal loss, if that makes. See, like, I used to like post videos daily, and now all of a sudden I stopped doing that, and now my English is kind of all over the place, so I need daily practice, but I can't upload daily videos either. Maybe I should find the sweet spot of just breaking down one piece of copy and not yapping too much about it. But I always like to go in depth and be more descriptive with my content, right? Does not mean that I like to yap. Not does not have. And I don't want to do that all day, because I have other stuff to take care of as well. Anyways, I hope you enjoyed the video. I hope you got some value out of it. If you're watching this, that is, I've been getting good views, like 3, 4 views probably. I don't know. That's not good, but at least it makes me happy. that there's somebody actually like, clicking on it. Yeah, thanks for watching. I hope you got some value out of it. If you feel like, that I did not mention about something, you can go on to the comment section, comment about it. You did not like tell me if I did not mention about this. Tell me like you should have more concrete. Yeah, by the way, I do not talk about the templates and I do not talk about the structure and not and like don't put it in a compress it in a box because copy isn't like that. I don't like, being bound by a framework when I'm writing. We're just trying to talk to the audience, right? We're just trying to talk to them and solve their problems. I don't think we need frameworks. Yes, frameworks are good, and like there's the structure is good. Yeah, you need a structure as for like what are you gonna do for each section, but like forcing yourself isn't like when you start to feel like you're forcing yourself, then it's just probably gonna that's the bad part because it shouldn't feel that way. Copy should be natural. It should flow. It should be conversational, in my opinion. I could be wrong. I could be right. Whatever. I'm just documenting it. I'm just breaking it down. Anyways, enough yapping. Thank you for watching. Meet you on the next one.